So about our number eighth ranked coach, Gus Malzahn. This was a guy that I had ranked behind Willie Fritz. I had Malzahn at 8. You had him at 7. I think it's very easy to argue that he could be a top 5 coach in the Big 12. That's not crazy. It's not crazy at all. He's only had 1 year in the Big 12, and I thought it was a success. He runs this gimmicky offense, quote gimmicky, right? Whatever, however you want to call that and describe that. But he's won some ball games, and he's recruiting at a very, very good level, levels that UCF is not used to recruiting at, especially now with the argument that they're in the Big 12 and that they can compete. And they have the money, dude. That is the largest public school in the United States of America right now. So if you tell me that they don't have the money and they're located in Florida, absolute recruiting hotbed, they can get some guys, dude. They can get some guys. So I really like the future of this program. And I think Gus Malzahn's a really solid option to have as a coach there. What do you think?
Yeah, they are humming recruiting wise. They are one of those teams that have really taken this. Hey, we're moving to the Big 12. We are going to take advantage of that, and they've done a great job getting in some really good talented players, locking down Florida and Georgia, like you have to, and also taking advantage of the portal. Right, I love the KJ Jefferson fit with Gus Malzahn. That makes a ton of sense. They're bringing a couple other guys that are pretty frisky, from other conferences. So yeah, I like this here. You mentioned his success. He's had success at Auburn too, right? He was a national championship runner up, right back in 2013, just a play away from beating James Winston at Auburn there and cementing themselves as immortality. Yeah, it's pretty impressive. He had kind of a quick rise to the SEC, going from high school to Arkansas State to Auburn pretty quickly, and so yeah, it is what it is. But also, I do like, um, I do like everything he's done. I think he learned a lot from his time at Auburn, and UCF fits him a lot more than Auburn does. And I think the potential that UCF has with their investment in their athletic department has been awesome. Has been really, really awesome, and the potential there is massive. I had him at 7, a little bit higher than you did. So don't hate this. I don't hate this at
He's a
all.
top half coach in the Big 12. There's no question about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And
Like like
there's
people
room to
arguing
grow for
him as a
sure.
like people arguing him top 5. I don't largely disagree with you. I don't largely disagree with you. I I just feel like there's a ceiling. I don't know. Does that make sense? Like when I look at Willie Fritz, I'm like, there's no ceiling to what he can do with that program. With Gus Malzahn, I don't know. Do you feel that way about Gus Malzahn?
Not necessarily. No. I think what similar to Willie Fritz, but Gus Malzahn's a guy like if he hits it off with UCF, he's not gonna go chasing another job. I don't think he's got this itch to go back to the SEC and try it again there. I think he fits super, super nicely at UCF. And I think with the way he runs his offense, the floor is just really high. Really, really high. It's so tough to prepare for every week. So that's why I like him because the stability he brings and the recruiting that he's kind of attacking it with.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. I think he's a really good coach. I think he's a really good coach. And just because I have Willie Fritz ahead of Gus Malzahn does not mean Gus Malzahn's a bad coach at all.